The laird, Mohammed Al Fayed, a multi-millionaire owner of Harrods and a huge Highland estate. The local, Sandy Chalmers, owner of a house his grandfather passed on to him in a town with huge economic problems. And the Land Reform Bill, hoping to give Scotland back to the Scots. These men are neighbours, but they're worlds apart when it comes to plans for the biggest shake-up of land ownership since the Highland clearances.
We are not in Russia, isn't it? It's okay in Russia, but not in Scotland. I mean, those people have to, I think, to go to mental hospital. You know?
Landowners own everything and everybody else has got to grub by with nothing. It's totally unacceptable.
Ditch the rich landowners and give Scotland back to the communities who live there. A wonderful idea or naive nonsense? Tonight, Frontline looks at the divisions the new bill has created and asks who's got the best interests of Scotland at heart, the laird with the big estate or the local with the big ideas. Mohammed Al Fayed, one of Britain's richest, most colourful and controversial businessmen.
Ha 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 he he. Ha 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 he he. Ha ha ha.
He's worth around £550 million. A man who went shopping for his own department store and ended up paying £615 million for a British institution, Harrods. Mohammed Al Fayed is used to buying what he wants, and he can usually afford it.
Oh, Fulham, I love you!
Recently, he embraced the national sport and became a soccer shopper. He didn't buy a season ticket, he bought the whole shebang. One of London's less fashionable football clubs, Fulham, became part of the Al Fayed empire. This is Craven Cottage, home of Fulham Football Club, owned by Mohammed Al Fayed. But his real estate is elsewhere. It's in Scotland and it's huge. If you gave an acre to every one of the 20,000 people in this capacity crowd, Mohammed Al Fayed would still own 45,000 acres. Mohammed Al Fayed liked the view so much he bought the country. Well, around 35,000 football pitches worth anyway. The Highland estate north of Inverness is prime land for farming, fishing and shooting. But Mohammed Al Fayed is worried that the Scottish executive has landowners like him in their sights. This is the legislation that he would like to see stuffed and mounted. The Scottish Parliament is debating the Land Reform Bill at the moment and is expected to give it final approval later in the year. The bill will give local communities a better chance to buy land from private estates when it comes up for sale, and give neighbouring crofters compulsory rights to buy valuable salmon fishing. Public money will also be available to help.
It will be a disaster and drive everybody away, you know, because it's not acceptable, especially if I pack and go. And definitely I will do that, because you don't know what you expect later, you know. I don't know from where they got this idea. I don't know who have initiated such a stupid, completely unintelligent, you know, practices to hurt their own country, to hurt their own